everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, we are live. Classic tunes. Dude, classic, whatever he wants to be called, and classic skills. Oh shit.
It's a classic of name classic.
It's a classical. The tunes are always ones of classic. It's pretty sad that our music from back in the day is considered oldies now.
I know it's crazy, man.
It's just absolutely bananas. I feel like my background is naked compared to yours, so I
Well, I
gotta at
mean,
least, yeah, I gotta put up some background here. Give me just a second.
hello to Big Scrap Nation and Desiree Foreigner in the house, Gil.
There we go. That's a little better. The camera resolution for some reason was not at 720.
Yeah, I'm not sure what my resolution is at
Oh
currently.
yeah, that's much better now. Much better. And virtual backgroundy. All right, y'all like Twinkies, so we'll throw some Twinkies back there. How
Yeah,
you
you
doing
got
there, Big Scrap Nation? Hope life's treating you well, brother.
can't go wrong with Twinkies.
No, heck no. And of course, Desiree, much love to you, sweetheart. Hope you're having a wonderful evening. I
Well,
drink my half transparent Pepsi in your name.
I want to say a few things, but I definitely want to say, don't forget, we got over it. We're getting over it. It is Wednesday, the Hump Day. We're getting over it though.
Yes, we are getting over it. Working. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry, Des. I do want to welcome Marianne Doubt, Dowdy Life, Marianne Dowdy Life in everyday life. Welcome. I'm
Sorry
really
that you're
sorry to
having
hear she
a
had a bad day. She had a bad day
yeah.
all day.
Hopefully, we can make it better in some way, shape, or form.
We
Um,
shall kiss the day's boo boo and try to make it better.
exactly.
That sounded terrible.
It didn't sound the best. Hello to Amy Goodrich in the house as well.
Hey, Amy, how you doing, sweetheart? Hope life's treating you well. I don't know how long I can leave these Twinkies up because it's like blurring everything.
Oh, I thought you were saying because you were hungry and you might eat the wall. I'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. I had to grab one thing.
Man, I didn't mirror myself. So when I look left on the screen. I might have to change that up here. Give me just a second here. Okay, so orientation settings. No, camera. Touch up my. Oh, okay. So okay, perfect. Okay, there we go. I just did the flippity flop swap. That works. Okay. So now things are good again. So like when I look to the left, I'm looking at him now. It's like, ah, there he is.
Oh, there you have it.
Had mirror
Um,
mode on.
so, hello, everybody out there in YouTube land. We want to say a lot of things today. You know, we've been on YouTube for quite a many years, and it's good to see that you guys have chose to take this journey with us and eat some
Many
Twinkies.
years and lots of cheers. Right, buddy?
Probably also a few beers.
And some box wines for that matter.
Yes, yes.
I do like Coca Cola as well, but I prefer Pepsi because I think it has a sweeter taste to it. It's a
Yep.
little Coca Cola seems a little too thick for my tastes, but I do like it every now and then.
Yeah.
Big Scrap Nation says Gills. So I took one of them solid black brass heater things today just to see what they are worth. As I have 19 of them in total, bro. I had to use forklift. You won't believe it. One worth 43. Wow, 4,300 dollars. Solid red brass. Holy guacamole!
Wow.
Wow, that's some serious cash right there, man. Seriously, I he's got the like the job of all jobs when it comes to scrappers. He's yeah.
Jay Costa in the house as well.
Hey, brother. Hope all is good. Laconia is almost here. Woohoo! Are you going with your dad and your other friend? Yes, I am actually going this year. Taking my father and my son and a friend of my dad's. We're going down there. We're not bringing bikes, but we are going to be riding. We're going to go to the Speedway, and we're going to ride on Harley Davidson's dime for a good solid day. We're just going to run that track over and over and over again with another bike, with different bikes, until our hearts are content. Very much looking forward to it. Might even do a live while I'm there. Uncle Brian's Corner. Howdy.
Howdy, howdy.
Mountain Dew Baja Blast. I've never had the Baja Blast.
Yeah, it's pretty popular. Pretty popular.
Hmm. 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 You gotta tease me with that. Tease you with the heart. Oh yeah, Laconia.
Scrapping together. Happy Wednesday.
Hey, scrapping together. How you doing, Bill? What's going on? So yeah. Let's see. Hold, Bob. You should come down, Sat, and get our scrap. I just took a vacation from my other vacation, Desiree. So I need a vacation from all the vacations. And unfortunately, I'm not going anywhere for a good couple of 2-3 weeks, and then there's Laconia.
Right, the road you will not be on anytime soon is
right.
the holiday road.
Right now, I simply can't get there from here. So, Big Scrap Nation, Laconia Bike Week is, I mean, you probably know, it's in New Hampshire. And I'm not riding anywhere particular. I don't, like I said, I don't have a motorcycle. My father, his friend, my son, none of us have motorcycles, but we're going to go down, we're going to spend the weekend down there, and we're going to check out all the stuff and a few places we wanted to check out in the area. And we're going to go to the Speedway and check out all the vendors and test drive Harley Davidsons, because what they do is Harley's always there, and they've got the latest lineup of all their bikes, the CVOs, the trikes, you name it, is usually there. So anyway, long story short, they let you go out on your own, and they map out this 15, 20-mile loop that you can go around, and it's actually quite nice. And in previous years, I've gone down when I had my bike, and we spent a good half day there, checking out and test riding all their bikes, get to ride a few CVOs. It was fun, man.
Scrapping together. The answer is heck yes. Thank you for asking. Yes, I did.
Awesome. First week of July, brother. That sounds good. See, Uncle Brian's Corner. He's got the van life. He's in the van life right now, and he's going to start headed in my direction. He's going to hit the East Coast. He's going to visit a few YouTubers along the way. Just let me know as you're getting closer, so I can make sure that I got a space for your van, good sir. We'll have the beers waiting for you. Oh, man. Yeah. I mean, why not? You're going to be there, right? We're going to go, just for the record, we're going on the second weekend, Jay. I know things start winding down then. My father kind of likes it that way. But on the plus side, we go to all the vendors and we get a severe discount on all them 2025 t-shirts. So, yeah, there's that too. Oh, shoot. Oh, there's a question for you, Mr. Classic.
Yeah, I said thank you, and yes, I did. I said thank you for asking. Yes, things have happened.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're good. Look who's here, the one and only flatbed trucker, or as Skillz likes to call him, flatbread trucker in the house.
It's been a flatbread kind of day, my friend. It is good to see you. I'm glad you stopped by. Bike Week, Laconia 2025 is June 14th through the 22nd. And Jay's already on top of it. So there it is right there. So let's see. So it's kind of like our Duport Bike Week, where they close off the town and all the bikes from all over Canada and even U.S. come out. Kind of, but they don't close down the town. It's like the town blossoms with like burnout pits and motorcycles in campgrounds, and vendors show up at the speedway. That's like the hub of it all, because it's a giant racetrack and they got a giant parking lot and whatever, and all the vendors come out. So if you want to buy what really costs money on a bike, which is all the accessories, you can certainly do that. But yeah, it is pretty cool, and it sounds like a lot like what you got going on up there.
E-Waste Mike in the house.
I don't know what I'm doing, but it's good to see you.
E-Waste Mike in the Good to see you, Mike. Hopefully you're having a great, fantastical E-Waste Mike type of evening.
No, you are not on acid.
Those are his, that is his stash of Twinkies. It is holding
Just
up his wall pretty
big
well.
stash of Twinkies and some flashy bright lights, and
Yep.
Bob flailing himself all over the place. Don't worry, I've taken my medication. So
Everyone knows it's Twinkies.
that's right. Yeah, because the only other thing I have is Skittles for wallpaper. I got to get more wallpaper.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But very much looking forward to this. This is actually the first year that me and my son are actually going to Laconia, and he's expressed interest in buying a bike. He wants to buy a bike. In fact, he wants a Street Glide, which, as bikes go, that's one of the better bikes, in my humble opinion, that Harley makes.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't mind having a Street Glide myself. I wouldn't mind having another Softail Heritage. And, I like the electric glides too. But I only get the electric glides, like the full dressers, if Melissa doesn't get a bike of her own. So we'll have to... We're still kind of feeling that out right now. The funds aren't quite there yet. Hey, have you ever owned a motorcycle?
No.
Never?
No.
Never ever?
I don't even think I could survive in a moped. No, I never have.
Moped?
No, I never have.
Well, okay. No, it was just the way you said it. Okay, give me a second to marinate on that.
I know that.
Yeah. Okay.
You're talking about Harleys, and I'm like, I ain't even been on a moped. I get it.
So Desiree says she wants a Spider, and so there's a couple of different options that we're looking at, because Melissa, she's got her bike license, right? But she wasn't really too keen on the clutch, and she didn't mind being on two wheels, but she's afraid of tipping over and whatnot. And I can understand why, because her first bike was a Sportster, and they're very top heavy.
Yeah.
And she's not that big. She's shorter than me. She's a relatively short, person. So add that up, and she had a relatively bad experience with the Sportster. Anyway, long story short, Honda makes a bike. Don't ask me what the make and model number is, because I don't remember. But they do make one that is an automatic, and it's a manual shift, but it doesn't require a clutch. It's a two-wheeler. It's a regular motorcycle, and it's small. It's relatively small, like a Buell. If you got, Jay will know what a Buell is. It's kind of a little bigger than a Buell, but she's considering that, and if that doesn't work out, and she's not comfortable on that, she's looking at a Spider as well. We've always liked the Spiders. We test drove the Spiders, the Can-Ams, and they are pretty freaking cool. You can't explain being on a Harley Davidson. free. Dude, I'm telling you, man. I nothing against any other manufacturer, okay? There's a lot of freaking awesome bikes out there. But I will never own anything other than a Harley. Me personally. I just... The Softail, the Heritage that I had, riding on that thing, I mean, you've seen the videos, Jay. You've seen the videos. When I'm out there, when I'm riding, I'm in a whole other world. You know what I mean? It's like taking drugs, but like good drugs. The kind of drugs that you can take, and never mind. I'm going down a weird path here. But you know what I'm trying to say.
Well, I mean, you could probably get a similar freedom on a Huffy.
Come up here and say hello.
There's only one Harley.
Oh my God! What an acid trip the dogs.
Oh my God! That's Sky. That's Sky and the Twinkies.
Sky's emerging from the Twinkies.
Sky and the Twinkies.
You took a dog. You took a dog. You took a baby. Okay. All right. You go. What? All right. Anyway. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. So hold on. I gotta address something here real quick. You just need to cry, but try not to. Marianne, listen. You know, we actually we're friends. Me and Marianne. And Marianne is Bill, aka Scrapping Together's girlfriend. And we talk quite a bit, and I don't want to go through a tremendous amount of detail because I don't think she wants all that aired. All I am going to say is she had a rough day. But I'm sitting here, I'm going to tell her, and I'm sure my good buddy here would agree with me, that it will turn around. The sun will shine, right, my friend?
The sun will always shine, and yes, it's always good things. I mean, we're all going through patches and rough things, but definitely things will get better, 100%. Like I said, I hope we can help in any way. If yeah.
In fact, you know what? I am going to probably play something for her in just a second, as soon as I can find it. But I do want to say hello to IC Twinkies, a.k.a. Go Fish Office. Hello.
Hello, Go Fish Office.
I know where an old Harley is sitting in a garage since the 80s. The owner passed, and it's been parked. Whew.
Gil, I don't have any 9s. Go Fish.
Yes.
Goldfish.
I know the card game.
I was reaching.
I was trying to think of a witty comeback, and it fell flat on its face. Give me a second here. Can you cover for me just for talk about your channel?
Course.
Tell them how close you are to 100.
All right, guys. So here's the story, all about how my YouTube channel got twisted upside down. No, so I'm at 60 right now, guys.
You are not the Fresh Prince of Bel Air, sir. You might be the Fresh Prince of Tunes.
That's true. So first off, I want to say I'm at 60 subscribers. I need to get to 100 to not only stream, but stream properly. I like using OBS, not making things a mess, and making you always wonder, making you always guess. If you guys want to be a part of my show, well, then the place to go. Subscribe, and let's start the flow. So anyways, guys, if you want to help me get to 100, the link is up there. I am Dude Tunes. If you want to know what that name means, if you do not know me, subscribe, and I will definitely show you back over to the man with more skills than I have, Gil Skillz.
All right, that's wonderful. Well, it's a perfect time to play this. This one's for you, Mary, and also displays the skills of Mr. Tunes. This is the Sun. I call it the Sun song, but do you call it something else?
Oh yeah, the sun. Yeah, it's sunshine. The sun song's fine.
All right. Here we go.
I didn't expect it, but here we go.
Can you hear that?
I do.
Let me say this, one thing you know, wherever you are, wherever you go, Things aren't the way
Devin without five,
that
what's
they
going
will
on?
seem. Living this life, follow your dream. When you are down, don't be afraid. One thing I know, this promise I made. You will have good, not just the bad. You will be happy, do not be sad. If you search, you will find the sun will shine. If you're losing your mind, the sun's gonna shine. If you search, you will find the sun's gonna shine. Don't you worry, you're behind. The sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine. Worry, you'll find. The sun's gonna shine. Don't you worry or mind. The sun's gonna shine. Don't you be sad. Worries are good, but do not be mad. Things aren't always what they will seem. Follow your heart. Follow your dream. If you search, you will find. The sun's gonna shine. Don't you worry, you're behind. The sun's gonna shine. I don't worry, I find. The sun's gonna shine. Please don't lose your mind. The sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine. Not far behind. You know the sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine. Losing your mind, so you will find. If you're falling behind, the sun's gonna shine. The sun's gonna shine.
There we go. Yep, there we go, ladies and gentlemen.
If you've learned nothing else today, the sun will shine.
Yeah, if there's nothing else, you know that the sun will shine.
There you go,
And
man.
the point I was trying to make is, you know, it could look bad, it could look down, it could look a little bleak right now, but things will turn around. And you know, it may not be easy, but it will. Java Junkie, hello and welcome. And Go Fish wants to ride a pony.
I mean,
There's nothing wrong with that. You know, maybe someday, when I make it back up to Minnesota, we can do that. That'd be kind of cool.
yeah, it's always time to horse around.
I'm trying to envision you on a pony.
Yeah, I mean,
You've never been on a bike. Have you been on a pony?
no,
A horse?
no,
Mr. Ed,
close.
which was also a horse, of course.
No, I haven't been on any, I haven't been on any animals. No motorcycle.
That sounded bad, but it's fine. Okay, we're going to brush
Yeah,
past
yes,
that real quick.
I just thought I'd get all the animals out of the way.
Let's horse around. Gotta love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, real quick, I just wanted to say that my good buddy here, Dude Tunes, he is trying to get to 100 subscribers. So if you would, please, if you're not subscribed to his channel, it is pinned up in the chat. So if you go all the way to the top of the chat, no, you don't have to scroll. It's just there. It's pinned, baby. Right at the top, you'll see it in that white area there. Click on that, go over to his channel and hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell for all notifications. It would be greatly appreciated.
Right,
He
and then you
needs
can
to get to 100 so he can live stream too.
exactly, and I mean, you'll never know about things until you proceed. Thank you guys for the 2 people that did subscribe. I appreciate you, and I will earn your subscription.
Puppies? 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 Puppies?
Puppies.
Puppies?
Hello to J.R. ACAT or Junior ACAT.
Junior A-Cat. Junior A-Cat already subscribed to your channel, dude. In the classic possible way, Marianne did it too.
Yeah, I appreciate.
Brings you to a
Oh,
total of
60.
63.
Nice. Very cool. Thank you, Uncle Brian's Corner.
Excellent. Excellent. So what's new and exciting, good sir? Do you have any plans? Is there anything that you would like to do with your channel? Maybe not to your channel, but with your channel. Taking it on a date, have a few drinks, maybe a movie, maybe film it and put it on the channel, and then have a nightcap. I don't know. What do you plan to do with the YouTube channel, brother?
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. We will see. Got plans for some streams, some more videos, of course, more parodies, all kinds of great things coming. And yeah, so definitely lots of plans and getting back for the goods and adding some more things you guys have never seen me do. And yes, I appreciate that Goldfish Office, but I will be right back, like old classic style.
No.
Some more things you guys have never seen me do.
Here we go. I'm not sure where he went. I thought that was my computer, so I shut off the background. Plug soup is a no bueno. Yeah. See, only a true scrapper would know what that even is. But I've never done that. I mean, I suppose it would make it a lot easier to pull the brass out and get what's left of the copper out of there. Maybe he's going to get some hats, Go Fish Office. Let's hope so. Oh, there he is. He reminds me of somebody with that hairdo. I can't place it.
Can't place what now?
Well, you remind me of somebody with the hairdo. It's
Okay.
Not, I don't know. It's weird. I don't mean that in a crude way. I'll say it as soon as it comes to my mind here.
Yeah, of course.
Remember being there, and it felt like an eternity trying to make it to 100.
Yeah, I mean, I was there back in years and years ago, of course. And I'm here again.
Jay, you have a good night, brother. Seriously, as the time approaches, because it's like 3 weeks away, something like that. As it approaches, I'll try to reach out and contact you. Obviously, I'll probably live stream again and whatnot. So it would be kind of cool to meet you. I think that would be super cool. I personally did not, but apparently the police did catch who was doing it. And of course it happened to me and a whole bunch of other people. It was one person, and so far as I know, they went to prison. So you've been kind of quiet.
I'm just, letting the juices of streaming roll into my soul. Gotta let it marinate. I don't know.
What are you letting marinate? Now I'm worried.
Yeah, it didn't sound the best. Yeah, so, yeah, guys.
Remember way back when us three were together, you, me, and Bob? I know, right?
Yeah.
What was that, like 2.5 weeks ago? I'm sitting in my bedroom with a bucket of plugs. I'm going to make it a song. You ready? I'm sitting in my bedroom with a bucket of plugs. Under my desk, I work on them off and on. Nothing? Jeez, man.
My hair is in a state of regrowth. It's due for a cut.
Man,
So whatever
I guess
kind
that
of
really
whatever
bothered
this
you.
is.
Dwayne, hello and welcome.
Nobody ever goes into the haircut place and says, I would like the dude. That's not the style you go for.
Let's see.
Pull a plum out of pie. Huh?
Scrap the plugs. Discord. Don't bother. Ain't worth squat. Scrap the plugs, discard. That's what he's saying. Don't bother, ain't worth squat. I mean, there's people, there's a lot of schools of thought when it comes to that, man. There's a lot of schools of thought. There's a lot of different types of scrappers out there. There are scrappers out there that will get literally everything that they possibly can, leave nothing behind.
Look like Blue Diamond Phillip.
Oh my God!
What the heck is going on?
Oh my God! Okay, I'm getting all sorts of messages here. Let's see. Let's see.
Are these new people, Gil?
Who?
Dwayne?
No, Dwayne's been around.
He said I look like new. He said I look like new Diamond Phillips, Lou Diamond Phillips. That's hilarious.
Wait, yeah, all right, give me just a second here because I want to. There we go.
Oh my God, you guys are funny.
I'm gonna show this off real quick here.
Yeah, Java junkie. But what about the actual entertainment value of tearing something apart? Like being excited of not knowing the content you're going to get inside. It's almost like that has more of the value, which there is value because the more I know it takes the time to do it, but there's more money when you do it. But you're right, time is money, and I totally get it. It just depends. So you say tomato, I say potato.
So these are the puppies that Desiree was talking about.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, they are adorable. Adorable. Where did you go? Where did he go, people? Where did he go? Hey, Mark, how you doing? First time, welcome. Great to see you. Hope life's treating you well. Let's see. I get the grass timers out of washers. Yeah. See, like I said, there are people that don't think micro scrapping isn't worth much. Those types of people tend to be more on the full timer side of things, heavy dedicated part timers / full timer. That's what they rely on for their income. You know what I'm saying? That's usually the mentality of someone like that. But there are people that just don't care to pick things apart like that, Now,
Uncle Brian,
each is their own, really.
Uncle Brian, you do understand. This isn't a bad stage. I don't even prepare this, but I'll give you that. But I definitely like Dwayne's answer a little more better. Gosh.
Thank you.
Yeah.
People are trying to guess who you look like.
I know. I like Dwayne's answer a little better.
I want informing info regarding whether it's worth my time, logical, scaled, and worthy. And that also makes, that also, I mean, it's a valid point. It really depends on what you're about. You know what I'm saying? My channel, there is micro scrapping involved, but I like to take things apart and see if there's any value in it. Because like any scrapper, we're all still learning, you know what I'm saying? But I consider myself a part-time scrapper, Some of the things that I even bring to the table to scrap or make a video on, you might not even care for. It all depends on what your preferences are.
You also take a part-time.
Your goddaughter turns 21 in less than... Don't remind me. Because you know what that means. My daughter is a month behind her. And she's going to be 21 in a month and 4 days. It's not right. Where does the time go?
My God. Oh my God, you guys are making me laugh today. I don't know what to think. I can't
Okay, all right. Now I think I know who Java Junkie is.
Yeah, I think I do too.
Part-time, like DVD player is great. That's funny. But yeah, it all boils down to personal preference. You know, scrapping. You know, there are hobbyists. There are people that just, you know, it's like a piggy bank. You know what I mean? Sure, we'll set this aside and we'll let it build up and we'll process small stuff and we'll
Yeah,
strip the most mundane of wires. And then there are scrappers that do it a little bit more seriously that start getting to the point where, okay, I'm going to bring this to the scrapyard as is, or I'm going to process it because torn down, the single components like the copper, the steel, the aluminum, I'd get more for breaking it down. And then you weigh your time against that. And it's actually quite fascinating to learn and see. I mean, I must have at least 30 scrapping channels that I watch on the regular, and each one of them have their own unique style.
yeah.
Mary hits the big 40. She doesn't even look 30. She did what? Tell Mama. Tell Mama if you gotta go out. Mama. Mama, I'm coming home.
I was just about to sing that. That's hilarious.
I'm coming home. You knew that was
Mama, the dog's gotta go.
coming. Wait a minute. I think you did. I think there was a little Queen in that.
Yeah.
You mixed Ozzy with Queen. That's
did.
interesting.
It turns into a ween.
Wow, June 11th. You know, if I go live that day or somewhere around that day, I'll have to do the birthday skit for her. I learned if you want to get rid of scrap metal, you can put it on Facebook Marketplace for free. Absolutely, Amy, because there's always going to be somebody that'll pick it up. If you live in an area that doesn't have puckered ass HOAs, you could put it on the side of the road, and usually there's a scrapper that'll swing by, see it, and pick it up for you.
Yep,
Yeah,
that is
usually.
very, very true.
That was many years ago for some of us.
You
We
put it
could
on
have
the
spent
side.
a month in Fish's parents' garage. Yes, we could have. That was a good day, man. That was a great weekend hanging out with you guys. Seriously, it really was. And very much looking forward. I get to see Brian again. He's coming up sometime in July, which is super cool. You know, maybe Fishy can come for the ride, have a little adventure. But I know you got responsibilities. I do understand. We shall. Scoop it up and go. Me, I like to. I've noticed that lately, and when I say lately, in the last year and a half, I've noticed that there's less things that I tend to micro scrap down to, like the bare components. I noticed that I've been stripping less wire. You know, it has to be a certain length and a certain thickness. I used to do everything, but I've become more selective in that regard. I don't have any responsibilities. I just want to go fishing. Well, get your ass up here. We'll have some fish. We'll do some fishing.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll take the four-wheelers to go fishing. I have to use Facebook Marketplace all the time to get rid of something and sell it where we live. We have to have a permit for a yard sale. I'm sick and tired of yard sales. I hear ya. Marty's channel could have gone places. 100K in the late 2000s per year, according to Marty. 300K for 3 years.
yeah.
Yep. Well, I mean, we all kind of started off on the same playing field. I remember back in the day, like, and this is in YouTube years, this is like 40, 50 years ago, but like, I don't know, 7, 8 years ago, maybe 9 years ago, when I first started doing YouTube videos, Marty and Scrap and Pallet Man, you know, we were all right around the 3,000, you know, range, 3,000, 3,500. And I grew somewhat since then, but not very much. One of us exploded, you know, the Scrap Pallet Man. He ended up taking it right off. Never have driven a four-wheeler. Well, if you come here, you'll be driving one. We will have an awesome time.
Yeah, I don't think I've driven one either.
So you've never been on a four-wheeler? So you haven't been on... So we've got a tally going here. So you've never been on a four-wheeler?
Nope.
A pony?
Nope.
A Harley?
Nope.
What else? Animals? You've never been on animals?
No animals.
You were specifically generalized in that, too. He was like, I've never been on an animal.
That way it covers the whole species of
Covers
animals.
the whole spectrum of the kingdom.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, I picked the wrong
Scrap
time.
doesn't-
We start filming bushcrafting 6 years. Yep. Scrap doesn't pay. Scrap, YouTube, and
Ad revenue.
ad revenue does pay. That's true. That is true. There's got to be a niche that catapults you, that gravitates toward the audience. One thing that I really would like to do is I would like to throw some philanthropy into it. There's a lot of channels that do it. Like, you know, the lawn mowing channels and stuff like that. You know, they go to people's houses and they mow their lawns for free. And, you know, sometimes they help them out. There was a channel, was it SB Mowing is one of them. That dude, he went to a veteran's house and he completely did a makeover on the outside of the house. And it was a veteran down on his luck. He ended up doing a fundraiser and gave that guy 50 grand. Handed him 50 grand in cash. It's absolutely incredibly awesome. But people gravitate toward that stuff. They love watching that kind of stuff, and I'd love to do it. Yeah. You got to reach the masses. Exactly. Metal Music Maniacs in the house, ladies and gentlemen. I got to break out Slappy for Metal Music Maniac.
Hello, Metal Music Maniac.
Yep, Mike the Scavenger is another perfect example. You gotta stay consistent is the big thing too. It's like if you're gonna stick with a niche, be consistent, upload regularly, and that is something that Mike the Scavenger, Scrap and Pallet Man, that's what they've done. And
yeah, Mike the Scavenger blew up like immediately. It was crazy. He really did blow up pretty quick.
He has a very unique personality. That really it pulls you in. It really does. He's very photogenic. Maybe that's the word. I don't know if that's the word I'm looking for, but I miss Other Bob. He hasn't been around for some time. Well, don't you worry about nothing, Bill, because definitely in the near future, I will be personally in some upcoming videos, and I'm going to cause Bob some serious mayhem. Okay? Serious mayhem. Okay. Nobody went to talk about mental illness and health. It's not that we don't want to talk about it. I mean, we could certainly talk about that if that's something you want to do. I really, I want to dedicate a stream to something like that. I want to dedicate a stream. I want to bring people up so that they can tell their story if they want to. Or if they want to tell their story in the chat, that's fine also. And Mary, feel free to do so if that's what you'd like to do. we do have a very caring, chat here. We bust each other's beans and we have fun and whatnot. But when brass comes to tacks and things get serious, this is a very caring bunch here. Bob helped out a van lifer. You mean a van lifer? Houseless veteran. Even though he didn't ask for the help, Bob did it out of his giant heart. That's right. I got such a big heart. I rented out a portion of it as like an Airbnb, so like he could fit his entire van in there.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like that one song, 12 Days of Christmas Dumpster Diving. Yes. Yes. The Story of Dory's in the house. Hey, the Story of Dory's in the house.
How's it going, Story of Dory? Hopefully you are well.
I hope life's treating you well. Having furry kids is good for the health, good for the soul. Absolutely it is. All four of them are in here at the moment, clickety-clacking around.
Yeah.
Hey, Callie.
Remember, one of them went through the Twinkies earlier.
Yeah, they were going after the Twinkies. That's exactly right. So that's Callie right there. She's the one that rules the roost. Got a little ramp up to the windowsill because she likes hanging out at the windowsill. And there's I've got a desk chair right there that she kind of beds down on and naps. She sits right next to me while I work. It's pretty cool. Let's see the husky dog. Well, they're all Sky's in the other room. The other two they're laying down. I can't move this camera, but they're literally laying down like right here.
You need the sky cam.
I do, but the sky cam comes to me. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
Like she hops practically up in my lap because she's a hand. She likes being on the video tubes. So there.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Let's see. I have PTSD from being beat in past relationships, but I got a good one now. Yeah, I agree with you, Marianne. That definitely sucks. That having those experiences will stay with you for the rest of your life. I know many people that have been abused like that, and I'm grateful that you pulled yourself out of that cycle. Some people can't. Some people can't get out of that cycle, but you did, and you found yourself a good man, and it was an honor meeting both of you in person. I know Bill is going to and has and will always take good care of you. Although the veteran got him a 10% discount. That's right, too. Yeah, we got a 10% discount at, what's the name of the restaurant? Perkins? Yes, I'm wearing glasses because I'm getting old. And these are reading glasses. It helps me read the screen a little better. It's getting to the point now where I was straining to see the print on the screen. And I didn't want to be one of them old fogies that like zoomed in the text so that they're 1 inch, one letter is 1 inch large or something like that. So, yeah, I went to the eye doctor and got myself a pair of reading glasses.
Yeah, they fit you.
Thank you. These are crappy ones. I actually got a new set. You guys let me know what you think. Hold on. Like, you saw me in these. These are my new ones.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
Yeah. Yeah, I like these better because they got the they filter out the blue light and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
So that, your eyes don't become strained quite so easy. These are the new prescriptions. I forget to wear them, and I always seem to gravitate toward the old ones, especially when I'm working.
Very cool.
Matrix. How's life treating me? It's a dog-eat-dog world, and I'm wearing a milk bone underwear. Yes. Oh man. You know what? Much respect and condolences for Norm and his fans. Unfortunately, the actor, I can't remember his name, but the
Norm
actor that played
Macdonald.
Norm in Cheers passed away.
Oh,
Which,
yeah. Norm
yeah,
Wynn.
he passed
I
away.
mean, George Wynn.
But he always used to have zingers as he would come into the bar. Hey, Norm!
Yeah,
Norm! How
yeah.
you doing, Norm? Yeah. But anyway, yeah. The Matrix. Shoot, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something I completely forgot. Trying to one up over there and get an extra life.
I know, you gotta try, man.
Yeah.
You gotta try. It's a me, dude,
Thank
Tunzio.
you. Yeah, George Wind. Do your new glasses light up your dude? No. Unfortunately, it does not. I don't know if you watched the live stream from Go Fish Office or not. I don't even know which one we did it on. I think it was hers. We had these little lights, these little battery powered lights, and I took one of them lights and I put it behind my beard, and it was the coolest freaking effect. It was actually pretty cool. Let's see. You look good in those glasses, and I was wondering what your shirt says. Okay. Can you read it? Here you go, everybody. Can you read it?
I can.
Okay. All right.
Look how many years ago this screen behind me, so many years ago.
What? Gil is the Morpheus of scrap? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, if you take the copper pipe or the silver pipe.
If I'm the Morpheus of scrap, then Java Junkie is the Merovingian. And if you're a true Matrix fan, and not Googling it as we speak, you'll know who that is. If you want to tell your story, if you truly want to tell your story, I will have a special stream just for you. And you can either come up, where I can have you on the panel, you can show yourself, or we can just have the little dot. He uses the dot quite a bit when he uses the bathroom and goes to get
You mean like this?
like that exactly. But his dot has like a really cool cartoony version of himself. But no, in all seriousness, if you want to do that, if you're up for that, we will talk. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. No, the coolest effect was you having long blonde hair. That was the cool effect. That was a cool. I should have done both at the same time, Brian. I should have done both at the same time. Had the long blonde hair and the glowing white beard. Oh my gosh! Talk about Super Saiyan Gil skills. Gil, I should have sent a light home with you so you could light up your beard. I could go buy one at like Harbor Freight or something. I don't have a problem with that. It's actually a pretty good idea. I'm going to do that. I think Dude Tune should grow out a goatee to this size.
I mean, I got one, but yeah, I
usually
usually
will have equally large appendages.
If I kept letting it grow, I usually cut it about the spot it's at.
Yeah.
But you never know. We'll have dueling beards.
Have you ever grown it out?
No. I've never grown it out, and I've never rode motorcycles.
And you've never been on an animal.
Never been in that.
That's what you said.
It's accurate.
It is. It is accurate. Likes the background with the one with the Mario. Oh, So yeah, so Amy Goodrich's mom loves the background with the Mario, like the Super
Oh,
Mario.
okay. Yeah, I can. There you have it.
I got to get a green screen so that I can do some of this stuff a little better. Let's see, Viking beard and hair, Valhalla. Yeah, that's what we're talking about right there. It's pretty sweet. I like the tea. Please do not disturbed. I'm disturbed enough already. I grabbed Mary's foot, and her dog tried to eat my fingers. Oh. Like in a protective kind of way, or do they look like sausages or something? Because I don't know. I mean, I'm getting different kind of vibes from that statement. Lunch.
Some exits can be animals. Oh, some X's. I got you.
Yes, some X's can be animals. Right. Right. I don't know how many of you know everything spicy, but I do want to mention this. I did see this in the Facebook feed today that everything spicy. Phil's father had passed away, and you know, if you know him and you converse with him and you talk to him, even if you don't talk to him very often, go to his channel, or if you're on Facebook, go over and show your love. It's one of the worst things in the world to lose your parent or a parent. I put you two on a Roku device and I'm typing on my phone. That's what I do when I'm lazy and I'm in my recliner. I just don't feel like being at the computer, so I'm like, oh. And I don't normally even type, so I try to do the speech to text. But speech to text and me don't seem to get along very well. And it says the weirdest things, and sometimes it slips through. That is sad. It is very sad. But I mention it because I know a lot of you guys know him, and you know, thought you might like to know so that you could show some love. Yeah, speech to text always seems to get me in trouble. Always. Always. Mr. Classic.
Yes, I'm here.
I couldn't help but notice that you were sleeping with your eyes open.
Oh, yeah. I'm doing a new study.
A daydreaming study?
Yeah.
We'll do little ASMR. Can you hear me okay?
I think we can.
Do I sound a little creepy? Creepy. I'm not sure what's happening anymore.
I don't either. Amy Goodrich says, I always like to put a lot of live streams in Roku because it does not show hard on the TV, and I use voice to text a lot. I just have to go back and fix things that messes up. Yeah, I do like, the Roku TVs and different things where you get the remote and you can just talk what you're looking for. You could just say,
Absolutely.
I want Skillz and Lou Diamond Phillips, and boom. It's on your screen.
That's one hell of a mix.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the Roku. My house is full of Rokus. We got smart TVs, but even the smart TVs have Roku attached to them. God. This Java junkie, man, this Java junkie's got something against Marty. I don't know what quite it is. I can't put my finger on it. I'm not sure I would want to without using wet naps.
Do I know Java Junkie?
The shirt has you covered. Yes, it does, in more ways than one. Oh God. Oh, am I supposed to play this? Oh, it's a. Oh, okay. I see what's happening here. I will. Oh, okay. So this was on my channel. Okay. All right. Give me just a second here. He did a little snippet. I don't need to give myself permission to play one of my own videos, so let me load this up real quick.
Oh, okay, Java. Just trying to figure out who you are.
What did you ask, Java?
If I know Java, I said yes under a different screen name. So there you have it.
No, it's not video file. It is share screen.
Goldfish says there's a cool echo. Sounds like you're on a hilltop.
Who are
Oh,
you
I
talking
do
to?
hear that echo. Where's that coming from?
There's an echo?
Yeah, there is.
Is it on my side?
Yes.
And the home of the brave.
No, it's when I talk.
Oh, it is?
Are you playing YouTube through your computer? That's
You
what it
talking to
sounds
me?
like. I'm talking
I'm
to
not. I'm not.
you. Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and play this real quick. Here we go.
Do you think that I could use some blonde hair? You
Just do it. People will watch this later.
They'll watch this later.
Yeah, they probably will.
Alright.
Can you guys hear the audio on this?
How the hell this is gonna work? She's got super long hair.
Yes.
Arby's has much better fish sandwich.
I don't trust a roast beef.
Wow.
That is awesome.
Wow.
Where's Mjolnir?
Use some blonde hair.
Oh, it's looped.
Just do it. People will watch this later.
They'll watch this later.
Oh, they're definitely watching it later.
Alright.
I don't even know how the hell this is gonna work. She's got super long hair. Arby's has much better fish sandwich.
I don't trust a roast beef.
Wow.
That's funny.
That is awesome.
Well, now we know what you look like with a bunch of hair.
Yeah. So
Have you had hair? You've had hair before, right?
Yes, back in like my early 20s, I had hair, and get this, it wasn't all gray.
There you have. There, see.
Geez, back in the day, man. I tell you what, though, I did have an early, like a receding hairline early in life. Oh, excuse me, pardon me. So thank you very much for clipping that. That was pretty funny. If you have another one, perhaps of the lit up beard, that would be great. But if not, that's fine. Are you all silver now? That means you are rich in many ways. Rich in arthritis, perhaps. But other than that, I guess I'm still working on the rich part.
Like we're rich in shore.
We're we're rich in inshore and AARP, perhaps.
Exactly.
Let's see what we got here. So I'm so glad that I saved that clip for prosperity. Freaking makes me laugh every time I watch it. Yeah, it makes me laugh too. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad you made the clip. So now it's in two videos. It's in the live stream I did in Minnesota and this one. That's funny.
Rich and crackling bones. Yeah, I mean, they do crack.
Yep, rich and crackling bones. I mean, when I get up in the morning, I sound like a bowl of Rice Krispies before I pour me a bowl of Rice Krispies, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What do you sound like when you get up in the morning?
I sound like Fruity Pebbles. No, I don't know. I don't, it depends on the morning.
What about you could be Count Chocula?
That's true.
I am Chocula.
That sound like corn pops. We got to figure out which cereal you sound like.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. You donated it for a moment in time that will forever be encapsulated in.
Hopefully, my hair will never wake up with frosted flakes.
Oh. Yeah, because I mean, yeah, frosted flakes would be that'd be pretty bad. You know,
Yeah.
when you get older, they go from frosted flakes to mini wheats. You know, the really frosted ones.
That's true.
Oh,
And then you
I don't know
gotta.
what.
I don't either. I tried to park my boat the other day, and I asked Captain Crunch. That's all I got. Anita Goodrich says, "Hi, Gil Skills, and I think you need to grow long hair."
I don't know if that's humanly possible for me anymore. I mean, I can get the goatee to grow fairly long. It's pretty robust, and I could probably get another 5 or 6 inches to grow out of it. But you know, the top of my head, every time I try to grow out my hair on my head, I end up starting to look like Bozo the Clown. So I gotta, you know, I gotta do the little, you know, buzzy poo.
No, I get the old buzzy poo.
The old buzzy poo, you know. That is the cheapest haircut known to man. You know, you get the old buzzy poo going, and before you know it, it's all gone.
I understand. I just do the poo when they tell me the haircut stuff. And you do the
Mary,
buzzy
do yourself a favor, hon, and talk to Bill, and you know, if you have any local friends that are available to talk, you know, try to reach out to them and talk to them, and let them know you're having a rough day. I'm sure that they would be more than willing to talk with you and you know, help you through this. I'm one of them too, by the way. So I mean, when I'm off the stream and you know the recliner chair beckons and I'm in the recliner chair watching TV, if you want to message back and forth, you know, that's perfectly fine. You know, I don't like hearing that you're down, and I want to help any way I can. Okay. Do you have a new subscriber, Gil? Do I or does Dude? Because Dude, let me go ahead and refresh his channel. And yes, as a matter of fact, he is up to 64.
Nice.
Did you join the rankings of the first 100 on the awesomest channel in the universe?
Well, thank you, peeps. I appreciate your kind generosity and subscriptions, salutations, and thank you.
Well, that's true, Amy. That is absolutely true. The cheapest haircut is do it yourself. It's debatable whether it'd be a pair of scissors or buzzers, and now I can agree with you that it would be cheaper to purchase a pair of scissors and whatnot. But buzzers, man, talk about efficient.
Don't forget about the Floby.
And I have a what do you call it there?
A show
got one of
razor?
them. No, it's not a razor. It's a skull shaver. There we go. It's a skull
Okay.
shaver. You know, like one of them electric shave, buzzer shaver type deals.
Yeah, yeah. I
After my
definitely
third-
can hear my echo. Like I say something right after I say
it's possible that you could be feeding back through my microphone.
Okay.
So I mean that's a possibility. I'm
Maybe.
going to mute my microphone and then you talk for a few moments and we'll see if it stops. Muting now.
Hi. As you now know, there is no echo in the Gil Skills show. The microphone, though, is where we went. Oh no. Yep, that was it. It's
Okay.
the mic.
Okay. Well, I just turned the mic back on because I need the
Yeah,
mic
it's Not a problem.
and it's really close to my body, you know.
My voice is so good, you gotta hear it twice.
That's true. That is true. we need people to hear it twice so that they go to his channel and
Yeah.
subscribe and do the thing.
You gotta do that thing.
I meant to say that you have a new subscriber, and this is what voice text messes up, and I never read that message before I sent it.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, it's not just me. When I was in the nursing home, I tried to get them to let me use some scissors, and I said I was going to do an arts and crafts project for my mom that does not need paper. Oh, yeah, talk about a red flag.
Yeah, you don't want to be running with scissors.
Let's see. So maybe I have a new. Let's check and see. Oh wow, I have 5,777 subscribers.
Nice.
So I gained a few today.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Very cool.
I made her giggle gill. I always try to cheer her up. I know you do, buddy. I know you do. It's rough when somebody feels down and they're depressed and and have had things happen to them like Mary has. It's tough because in a way you feel powerless. Like I feel powerless being this far away. You know what I mean? I try to make people laugh and I try to throw jokes out and stuff like that. But you physically being there definitely helps. No, I wanted to give me a haircut, and they wanted us to pay $15 for haircuts, but one of my relatives paid for my haircut.
Nice. All I did is I said, give me the Lou Diamond Phillips. And it worked out pretty well.
There we go. Stop screen. Okay. All right, guys. We're probably going to be live for maybe another 5 minutes or so, and then we're going to call it.
Yeah.
Anita. Anita Goodrich.
I do want to say, before we continue our ending to this stream, we're going to try to stream more, do more duos, do more videos, do more. So if you guys have a YouTube channel and you are creating, keep creating, because you never know what video is going to go viral at any time, at any place, in any moment. And for that matter, I may watch the video myself. And on that note, back to Gil.
I mean, I can sort of kind of mirror his sentiment, and I think I understand what he was trying to say. Is like, follow your dreams and be consistent and push for it because your dreams might very well become reality. I think that's
Yeah.
the message that he was looking for, and I completely agree with that. Something that there we go. Okay, I think I'm back. Now.
Yeah, you were frozen.
I had a glitch.
there.
Yeah. I don't know where I left off, but basically the short and skinny end of it is, if there's something you want to do in life, don't let things in life hold you back from achieving those goals, achieving those dreams, doing those things that you want to do because you only live one life. There's only one try at this game. You know what I'm saying? So swing for the moon. Swing for the sky. Swing for the stadium. Do what you need to do to succeed in your own way.
That's true.
You wanted to say anything else before we go?
Well, it ain't MeTube. It's YouTube. I rest my case. It's R-Tube.
D2?
I guess I didn't sound right, but you know what I'm trying.
D2.
It's V-Tube.
R2 double T-tube? I don't know what we're saying anymore. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, seriously, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you guys and shooting the breeze. And, if I made one of you smile, if we made one of you smile, or we made one of you laugh, then mission accomplished. That's why we go on. This is why we go live. And believe it or not, it's therapy for us too. We go through the grind too. So it's It's a lot of fun hanging with you, and we enjoy your company too. So until the next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, have a scrap happy day.
Peace and have fun.
Peace and cheese.